Welcome to Impact Uncovered, where we dive deep into topics shaping our world. Today, we're exploring a respiratory virus that's been making waves lately. Human Metapneumovirus, or HMPV. What is it? How does it affect us? And why should you care? Stick around because we're unpacking it all now. First, let's start with the basics. HMPV is short for Human Metapneumovirus, a respiratory virus first identified in 2001. Despite being relatively new to science, it's actually been around for decades. HMPV belongs to the same viral family as RSV, or Respiratory Syncytial virus, which you may have heard of before. It's part of the Pneumoviridae family and spreads primarily through respiratory droplets. Think coughing, sneezing, or even touching contaminated surfaces. While it's not as famous as RSV or the flu, HMPV is a major player during the respiratory illness season, typically peaking in late winter and early spring. Next, let's talk about the symptoms. HMPV infections can range from mild to severe. For most people, it feels like a common cold. Mild symptoms include runny nose, sore throat, cough, fever, and nasal congestion. But in vulnerable groups, like infants, older adults, and those with weakened immune systems, it can lead to serious complications. Severe symptoms include bronchiolitis, pneumonia, wheezing, and difficulty breathing. If left untreated, these severe symptoms can require hospitalization, so it's crucial to know what to watch for, especially during peak seasons. So, how do we know someone has HMPV and not just another respiratory infection like the flu or COVID-19? Diagnosing HMPV typically involves a combination of clinical evaluation and lab testing. Doctors might start with your symptoms and medical history, but for confirmation, they rely on laboratory tests. Polymerase chain reaction, or PCR, detects viral genetic material. Antigen detection tests identify viral proteins in samples. These tests help differentiate HMPV from other respiratory pathogens and ensure the right treatment plan is followed. Now let's look at the bigger picture. How widespread is HMPV? And what's the current situation in the United States and globally? In the United States, HMPV circulates annually, especially during the colder months. It's a significant contributor to respiratory illnesses, particularly in children and older adults. Globally, the situation is similar. Recently, data from China showed an uptick in HMPV cases. In late 2024, it accounted for 6.2% of positive respiratory illness tests and 5.4% of related hospitalizations. While these numbers might sound concerning, the World Health Organization has assured that this is within the expected seasonal range. Now, let's talk about the latest news. In December 2024, northern China saw a noticeable increase in HMPV cases, sparking public concern. Health officials, including the WHO, were quick to clarify that this is a typical seasonal pattern. However, it's a reminder to stay vigilant and prioritize preventive measures. So, what can you do to protect yourself and your loved ones? Prevention starts with the basics. Just like with any respiratory virus, good hygiene is your first line of defense. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water. Avoid touching your face, especially your nose and mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces. Stay home if you're feeling unwell. While there's no vaccine for HMPV yet, these simple steps can significantly reduce your risk of infection. Human Metapneumovirus may not be a household name, but it's a virus worth knowing about. From mild colds to severe respiratory illnesses, its impact is real, especially for the most vulnerable among us. By staying informed, practicing good hygiene, and seeking medical advice when needed, we can all play a part in minimizing its impact. Thanks for watching Impact Uncovered. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this information. And as always, stay safe and stay informed. See you next time.